What's up, guys? We are live at the Brojo with another episode of Dem Game Boys. I'm John Dean.
Gil.
Eli.
And all the other people that are also not here.
We're not here.
Alright, let's jump straight into some trailers. This will be kind of a fast one. Let's talk about The Impatient. Did you guys have any thoughts on that?
I don't like horror games at all.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm guessing that's what it is. But I'm not huge into VR, so I don't have
That
much
too.
interest in this either.
I don't know. VR is interesting, especially for a horror game. I just don't personally care about horror games at all.
Maybe if it wasn't VR, I'd be more interested in it.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Fuck up.
I'm honestly just not that interested in VR. Like, I don't mind it as much if it's just like you wear the headset and the controller does everything. But I don't know. It's not my thing. And then let's talk about them new Dragon Ball Fighter Z characters.
Oh, hey guys, what's up? You
Ken
guys Dragon Ball Z?
back.
Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta.
They're really stupid.
To be blunt,
It's cool.
I think they're too powerful, and this show is overrated.
They could have made like a cool different character, but instead they're like, what if
Well,
we
okay.
make their hair and their eyebrows blue,
oh damn.
This is
gotta
just like
stop.
and then charge people money?
This is just like a what if
Next
scenario of like Goku and Vegeta as emo kids with their dyed blue hair.
Alright, so my biggest complaint on this is that I kind of wish they did it the way original Budokai did it. You know what I mean? Where you'd have to like
Transform throughout the fight.
Transform throughout the fight.
I like them being separate characters a little bit more,
But,
at the same time I don't like it because
Because
it's like padding the roster.
Right. So my problem with this is that like, are they going to nerf them hard in the video game? That's like my thing because
Yeah.
like, for me,
what I'm guessing is that they're going to be kind of like modified so that like they don't do things like extra damage or anything.
right,
like
because
that.
if you like, I was just seeing them fight Krillin, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is like not dumb at all.
It's actually kind of funny. They've pretty much been using Krillin as like
the
They
beat
used
around
Krillin
guy.
and
Yeah.
his wife.
Yeah.
They were equal opportunities with
Right. No, I'm not saying it like this. The only thing that I have for this is that I'm obviously gonna buy the game. I'm not gonna buy that 7-inch statue, Gil, so you can go fuck yourself before you ask me. But no, it's gonna be fun. It looks
I
fun.
almost kind of thought about ordering the collector's edition.
I stopped
when
my
Amazon told me they'd give me 25 off if I pre-ordered it.
Right, no, Amazon did that. Amazon did that to me too, and I'm like, God damn, no. But I might actually get these characters just because I want, like, their moveset looks completely different than from
They are.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, I might. But my thing about that is I've always thought Kaioken Blue is fucking stupid. So
Yeah. Well, my only concern with these is that you can get them through pre-ordering or through getting the collector's edition. And they've said that it's going to be like an early access thing. And so what I'm kind of worried about is that if you don't pre-order it or you don't get the collector's edition, they'll be available later to buy. And that really bothers me.
They were saying they're unlockable characters.
Yeah.
So does that mean like buy to unlock or like earn
That's
to
what
unlock?
that's what I'm worried about, is that they'll be buy to unlock.
this is retarded too, and I've had this conversation about any fighting game that does this shit is fucking ridiculous. Because I had the same problem with Tekken Cross Street Fighter, where the characters were on the thing, but you had to go through that ridiculous paywall. They were on the game. It's just like how we were talking about how like different things that are on the game can be only unlocked with special amiibos and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb. So
Yeah.
the thing about this is maybe you pay like an extra like 90 cents to get them unlocked right now, and then like it takes like a ridiculous task to get them.
Yeah.
Like I could understand that. But this, like, you know, it's kind of like having to buy fatalities for Mortal Kombat.
What I would prefer mostly is that like pre-ordering or buying the collector's edition gives you early access to the characters, and then later on, after the game has been out for a little while, they're just immediately unlocked for everybody else too. That would be okay with me.
Yeah.
Next trailer is Fist of the North Star.
You're already dead.
I am super excited for this. It looks dope as shit.
Favorite part is mixing that cocktail. Girl, that is
Like,
going to be the
you
best
could just
gameplay
make
ever.
that the game. I play it,
Exactly.
I don't really want the rest of it.
Yeah,
I,
it's pretty hilarious.
for this is going to sound like it's as outrageous as the manga and the anime is. So
and that's why I'm
that's,
excited.
I mean, like the thing about that is like, what if we put Bruce Lee in the Mad Max world? And that's really what you got.
yeah,
like,
it's the gameplay doesn't even really look that interesting, but just the idea of playing a game that has the ridiculousness of Fist of the
right.
North Star
There was
in
an
it.
Xbox 360 game
Yeah.
that was as ridiculous, and it was fun as fuck. It's a beat 'em up. So
Yeah,
I mean,
which I'm not a huge fan of unless there's something else in there that draws my attention.
right,
Into it.
and I 100% understand that Fist of the North Star is the shit. So 10 out of 10.
The next thing that we have is the Secret of Mana trailer, and the Secret of Mana is a Super Nintendo game that is getting remade for the PS4 and Xbox One.
Nice.
And I'm pretty pumped. Secret of Mana is one of my favorite RPGs ever. But what worries me is that there's a huge dialogue change in this. And that's when they're flying away on that weird haired dragon thing.
Yeah.
He's like, I couldn't have done this without you guys. And I'm like, that theme of like friendship wins over everything was not in the first one. The original game. And so if there's going to be a whole big script and theme change to this game, I'm not going to be happy.
John hates friendship.
I do hate friendship. It's the one thing it's the one thing about Kingdom Hearts that pisses me off.
Yeah, no,
Is that, like, believe in your heart and friends will bring our hearts together. It's like, okay, you might as well just put a dick in my ass because listening to this is making me gay as fuck.
Just give me the sword and let me kill things.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't really.
They'll put the sword in
I
your
see
ass,
that
that's
sort
what's
of
gonna
like
go in.
that sort of like Kingdom Hearts, like anime sort of art style, and it just turns me off of games.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
I like the art style because it's really reminiscent now of Monster Hunter story also. But yeah, I'm not
Shush,
really
kid.
into the super childish themes because Secret of Mana wasn't super childish. So I feel like changing that a lot would really ruin what you get in it. But hey, I mean, I could always try and get an SNES Classic and play the original one on it.
Or you could just go to the virtual console if they have it on that.
I'm not sure if they do, but now that
Probably
you
not
mentioned
if
that,
they're
I'm
remaking
gonna
it.
probably check it out.
Probably.
All right, the next thing that we have is Street Fighter V is getting a new character, Minat.
Ryan has something about that. The Street Fighter 5 new character.
She's hot.
Yeah, she is over the top. That walk animation is ridiculous, and I didn't show it to you guys.
Ridiculously good.
But the crouch animation,
Oh!
really, really like, girl,
Gonna have to show that to us after the
girl slay.
What's her character name again? Hold
Menat,
on.
Menat. It's pretty out there. Like watching her walk around the stage
All of them.
No.
is literally like watching some I don't know what the word I would be
Okay,
looking
so
for
many
is.
of them
Like some
disappeared in the
overreaching supermodel catwalk kind of shit. And
It's too fabulous for this game.
yeah, I don't know. Street Fighter usually does a pretty good job of like diversifying their character roster and shit, but which is why like having an Egyptian character is kind of an interesting thing. But I don't think they usually do the different ethnicities all that much justice.
Probably
Especially,
not. No, I mean-
they still have an English actor, so
yeah, especially
find
with
it
this
myself,
one.
you know?
Neither did Overwatch, but-
it feels almost more like eye candy than anything else.
I
Every-
was gonna say she's flexible. as fuck.
Everybody
Jesus.
is currently watching it.
Hi,
Wait, hold up.
I know who my new favorite character
Holy
is.
shit!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so for anybody that's wondering, everybody just watched it.
I'll be right back.
Excuse
Hold up, I gotta excuse myself for a
There's
second.
only one bathroom. Some of you are gonna have to go to Jay's.
Alright, okay, so there's a couple people who found out earlier this week that Splatoon 2 has actually built-in voice chat. Which, before, the only way to do voice chat was over Nintendo's new Switch app. The catch It's only through LAN.
Wait, what?
LAN. So in order to voice chat on your Switch with other people playing their Switches, you have to be connected to the same internet connection.
That seems absolutely stupid.
Fucking
bullshit.
retarded. So you basically have to be in the same house as them.
Mom, are you getting them?
You could literally be sitting next to each other playing this game
Yeah.
on voice chat. And that's the only way that you can voice chat.
Nintendo doesn't understand multiplayer.
And it sounds like fucking shit.
I'm not surprised.
It's staticky and it's really garbled. It's like if you put your hands over your mouth and talk to your buddy like this all day.
Hey man, did you get that enemy on the other side?
Yeah, it's exactly like that. It's really, really bad.
I was gonna do the Bane voice, but I stopped myself.
So I would just completely suggest not downloading the app, not using LAN, and not talking to your friends while playing Splatoon 2.
It's not at all.
You're telling me it's better to call them on like Discord and shit like
It,
that?
it's actually
absolutely.
probably better to just like call them on your phone because the app is on your phone too, and then you have to have a separate headset hooked up to your phone in order to use it. So you might as well just literally call them on your phone. It's pretty dumb. I don't understand why Nintendo's doing this with their multiplayer. It doesn't make any sense.
You're screwing with Ryan's mind right over there.
Yeah, Nintendo's dumb as shit. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, they're dumb as shit, but they're racking in that cash. That's what's up.
That's why they keep remaking consoles.
The next thing is that Overwatch recently overhauled Mercy hard fucking core. Her ultimate now is completely changed. She gets a damage and a healing buff instead of the normal resurrect, and her resurrect is one of her alternates now, where instead of resurrecting a whole team, she can resurrect one player every 30 seconds.
Fine with that. Bitch was overpowered.
She's ridiculously powered now. Instead of Mercy's running around healing or resurrecting entire teams, which was kind of what that resurrect was even for in the first place, she's like flying throughout the air, like gunning people down and shit.
That sounds scary and amazing.
I liked it better the other way because Mercy was supposed to be this like semi-non-violent character that was like that didn't like violence.
I think it fit the character better, but I don't really care about their story.
Yeah, I
rain down fire.
See, I'd care more
Maybe
if
she
I
just
cared
got
about
pissed.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I fuck this game anyways, but like, Mercy's hot, so.
Yeah, that summer game skin.
Yeah. Oh lord.
All right.
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
So, Ark Survival Evolved. Ark Survival Evolved was finally released a little
Pissed.
while
About
ago.
time.
You say you're pissed?
I'm pissed.
Why?
They didn't really,
Fix
I
it.
mean, it's still kind of glitchy.
Yeah.
Very
More
much
stuff
so.
I know over time, like if there's season pass, which is kind of stupid.
Man, I love No
They can-
Man's Sky just like everyone
Yeah.
else.
Well, they've been announcing a bunch of new
The-
stuff that's going to be coming for it now too. Now that it's actually fully released too,
Okay.
and so I'm kind of hoping that a lot of patchwork's going to get done.
I hope so too, but I'm also just pissed that they made it to where to play on the center, which is a map, and Ragnarok, you have to ascend, which is just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Ascend.
Unless you cheat, which is what I'm gonna do. I won't lie.
Oh,
I'm not dealing with their bullshit. I'm not putting up with that.
Yeah, my thing is that this game was in like game preview mode for well over a year.
For a while.
It's been a couple
And-
years.
I'd say it's been at least 2 years.
Yeah, and
PC.
yet they still didn't work out all the bugs before they were actually able to get it. I
Mm-hmm.
almost kind of feel like they were just like, all right, we've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
We should just release it as is and then patch it later. I'm not really into
I honestly thought this game always looked retarded, so.
I enjoyed it.
I
It's
mean,
fun to play
I
with
like it.
friends.
Yeah.
it
I
just.
really enjoyed the game.
Then
It's-
again, the way I watched it, I watched my roommate screech like a pterodactyl every
I
time
know,
he
it's
was
screeching
dying.
a pterodactyl,
So-
you shit fuck.
You kind of screech like a pterodactyl.
Like,
Go fuck yourselves. You
Okay,
fucks.
next thing we have is that Dead Rising 4 is going to be coming to the PlayStation 4. this is kind of weird because Dead Rising's always been an Xbox thing.
Yeah.
So it's a PS4 exclusive?
No,
Oh,
it's already on Xbox, and now it's coming to PS4 as well.
I mean, it's Capcom, so they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, they can, but it's just a bit. It's big news because Dead Rising's been an exclusive to Xbox thing for a while.
Yeah, no, I get
And
you
this
on
is
that.
just another Xbox exclusive that they're losing.
Right. I don't know. I didn't like 4 anyways. I didn't think it was as fun as the other Dead
Yeah, I
Risings.
didn't like 3.
Like, I don't know. Like, they can have it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not too upset about it or anything. I just think that Xbox is fucking losing this game.
Right. I mean, yeah, if they make a Dead Rising 5, it's going to be cross.
Well, I say that now, but one of the things that I have on here listed is that Microsoft reports that the Xbox One X pre-orders have now set new records for Microsoft on console pre-orders. Like, above the 360 and everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're also just liars.
Yeah.
I owned an Xbox. So
Yeah, it's kind of one thing that I'm like, I don't know, if I believe that. I'm, sitting here wondering, maybe the way that they're able to say that is they didn't do console pre-orders before.
maybe
any of
they
these other
pre-ordered
things.
half of them themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't fucking know.
I mean, it's like a $550 console, and
Right.
I can't believe that many people would go out and pre-order one.
Russia
They
hacked
just
the
put
system.
an X at the end of Xbox One. What's so innovative about that?
There's
Another
more
X.
spells out Xbox.
Thank
Yeah, but
God
I
know
discovered that when I freaking heard about it. It's
Dumb
ridiculous.
And Sonic Forces now has an official release date of November 7.
Alright, so my thrill about this is that, everyone on DeviantArt can have their fucking fan-made
You
Sonic
can
character.
create your own Sonic waifu.
Yeah, if you, I don't know, John's super pumped.
I am pretty
I
excited.
think it looks
for Sonic
ridiculous.
Forces.
I think it's a ridiculous concept. It's kind of like when Blinks 2 came out and you had to choose between being a hog or a cat.
Mhm.
You customized your own characters. It kind of took the fun out of the original Blinks game. This is what I feel like Sonic is you know what I mean? It just kind of takes the fun out of just playing as Sonic.
I'm looking forward to it. I think that with the Sonic team looking towards outside help for Sonic Mania, I think that they've been really actually listening to fans recently. So I'm hoping that there will be a lot of the problems that people have had with 3D Sonics being fixed in this one.
Fisted.
Yeah, and being fisted. Hashtag Amy, come at me.
Is that your Sonic waifu right there?
No,
I thought it was gonna be Rouge.
maybe. It's Shadow.
I was thinking. I was
We'll
thinking it would
definitely
be
do
big
it.
the
John likes
cat.
that maximum angst.
I was thinking it'd be big the cat.
Oh boy,
Because he's a big cat.
Yes.
big pussy.
Anyways, PAX West is actually going on right now, so we'll get into a little bit of PAX news. And it's mostly trailers that we have watched. But the first thing is that Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, which is the mobile one, was shown off the other day. And it's the exact same game, but with chibi graphics. I don't know, I think it seems kind of cool. It's the way that it works is that you'll have it on your tablet or your phone or whatever you're running it off of, and you'll drag your finger across the screen to get Noxus and the team to move, and then basically you tap monsters to attack them and shit. And I think this is good for people that don't have consoles that want to play through the story and don't really care about the gameplay.
So you're telling me it's running Rechain of Memories for that Kingdom Hearts game?
Kind of,
It kind of sounds like
but
that.
this is literally just Final Fantasy 15,
Right.
with not good graphics.
Yeah. The way that you made it sound, it kind of sounds like that.
All the dialogue and the voice acting is all the same. The story's the same. It's a pretty bare bones version of the game. So I'm actually pretty glad it's a thing, because I think Final Fantasy 15 is definitely a game worth playing, and especially because the story in this one is actually pretty good.
I've always just wanted to take a shit and play Final Fantasy 15, so this is like my dream game.
Is your phone gonna live long enough to kill the giant mountain turtle thing?
No, probably not.
Best be sitting next to your charger for that one.
That would be one thing that I'd be kind of surprised if they still included it in the mobile version.
The secret bosses.
Well, at least that one. I can't remember what it was
That
called.
being
now.
said, if they didn't, I would
Leviathan or
never want to play that on the phone.
Yeah.
That's just
Me
takes a really fun part of the game out.
Yeah, me personally,
The
I would
game?
not want to play this on mobile unless I was like, I kind of feel like playing Final Fantasy 15. Oh, I'm going on a fucking driving road trip that's going to take fucking 16 hours and I don't have to drive. That'd be like the one scenario where I'd be like, might as well download it.
Yeah,
Safari
but RuneScape's gonna come out on mobile. And I can just play that.
too.
Woo!
If you got enough data.
You're goddamn right I do.
Unlimited data, here I come!
Alright, next thing is Biomutants. We just watched a trailer and a little bit of gameplay footage from that. What did you guys think?
Looks like Tekken powered Juju.
Yeah.
It didn't catch my interest at all, really.
I
I'm
like
so
it.
confused.
Well, I was gonna say it still looks pretty
I
interesting.
kind of want it, not gonna lie.
Do you not
Yeah.
like furries there, Eli? Do you not
I
like being
love-
Nothing about furries. It's just
That-
like, yeah, you have
They've
to be this.
explained that that's kind of the whole thing with the biomutants is
Yeah.
that they're regular animals that have like mutated into a more human
So
form.
it's like the secret of Nim, but with like cat people.
Exactly.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
See,
pretty dope.
the reason I like it is because you're a little cat with a giant sword.
Yeah,
dope.
that's
Like,
kinda why
it's-
I like
I'm
it
not gonna
too.
lie, it's dope as shit. Like I like the little pow and pews that go with the game.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the comic book influences.
Yeah, I think that's fun, but like I don't know. The whole I don't like spending time customizing a character, so I just usually use like the brunt character. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go with this guy.
I like making them as ridiculous as fucking possible.
Right?
Bloodborne, Dark Souls, have at it.
Yeah. Next thing is Steven Universe Save the Light.
Yes.
Depends on how expensive it is.
I'm guessing it's not going to be like a full price.
30
I'm
bucks.
excited for
Yeah.
more lesbian gem
30,
love.
40 something bucks.
Still don't know what Steven
Really?
Universe is.
It's on the Switch, and it's not a
Okay.
major game. So
It's also gonna be on other consoles.
Is it?
probably.
Yeah, it is on. It's like all. It's
Yeah, it
like,
said coming to console soon.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, alright, then I need to buy a
I don't know.
It's probably 30,
I-
40 bucks.
I
Not
like
very
Steven
expensive.
Universe quite a
I
bit.
feel like
so.
it looks like a $20 game.
Yeah, I was
though.
gonna say like 15, 20 is about where I was
Microsoft will
willing to
probably
pay.
charge you like double what everyone else does.
Right. I mean,
and I like
Probably be a
turn-based
$60
RPGs.
game.
I
Me too.
I like it just because I really enjoy Steven Universe.
I
and
do. I like. See,
gameplay.
I like that turn-based RPG style too.
Yeah.
I like. I don't know how they'll incorporate fusions. I mean, it's probably like a special TP unlock.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably gonna be like a limit breaker or some shit like
right,
that.
and like, I find that to be fun.
I'll be fine with that.
Right.
Yeah. What I'm kind of hoping for is that it'll be kind of like Chrono Trigger-esque, where like your characters will link up with each other to do special moves and stuff like that, and each character that links up with another character will have its own unique ability or attack.
And it
or
looks
whatever.
like that because
Yeah.
Garnet and Steven make a mace ball throw,
Mhm.
and I don't know. It looks interesting.
Thinking about it, it reminds me a bit of Dragon Ball Fusions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I haven't played that, but I've seen playthrough of it, and it's an interesting concept.
And the next thing we have is the Runner 3 trailer.
Run, boy, run.
This is our acid trip of
Yeah.
game.
Run,
Couldn't
Run.
tell what was going on.
Run.
Yeah.
I have, there was fish and shit. Like, I don't,
You're constantly
just saw the
pooping a
Acid
rainbow.
Trip, the game.
Right.
I liked Runner 2 quite a bit, but platformers get kind of boring for me.
I honestly
pretty
thought they
quickly,
went
but
from Runner 1 and just jumped to Runner 3 because, like,
See, that's what I was thinking, because they've released runners so many different times, I didn't think they ever came out with a 2.
Forget the even numbers. It's going.
But yeah, the Runner series gets pretty stale pretty quick. I think the one redeemable big thing for it is that it's really unique,
I liked Runner when it was in Super
visually
Meat Boy.
wise.
And it was
Yeah. Super Meat Boy.
what? Oh.
Super Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy was fun, but that was difficult as shit too.
I think
so.
they're releasing that on something or other. Switch, I think.
The next thing is Dimension Drive's trailer. And this is a bullet hell shooter in which they implement 2 screens that you can teleport between. And the way that the co-op will work is that when you switch screens, it will switch the players.
They're doing it on the 3DS, and my only complaint would be, since they showed it vertical, is if they had it actually horizontal.
Yeah.
Because that'd be jarring as hell.
I'm not entirely sure like how it's gonna work on the 3DS. But I don't know. I like bullet hell shooters, so
They're relatively fun.
The gameplay is very interesting and a change of comparatively to what you get. So, I mean, I'd give it a chance.
Instead of changing colors, you change screens.
I get it, it's interesting, but like I said, the whole Galga concept is one of those things where I'm not like big on, but I'll try it.
See, it reminds me of another game that was actually a platformer where you did that. You had to switch screens to actually advance in the game.
And the last thing we have is the No More Heroes Travis Strikes Again trailer.
Yes!
I
Love
know.
everything about it.
Oh my god,
I
this game is
am
so tits.
so
Like,
excited.
for real, this game is tits as shit to me. You get to fucking cut shit up.
It has been so long since No More Heroes 2.
Right.
What has it been, almost 10 years?
Yeah, about
Yeah.
that. It was like 2007 or 2008.
It was a decade. It was fun.
I know that it was
Good
on the
lord.
Wii, so
Laser katanas and shit. I'm stoked.
I'm
Oh my
pretty
God.
excited.
So happy they're
yeah.
coming back with it.
It's pretty fucking exciting.
And
like
the one thing that bothers me is why would you even use a laser sword?
a laser katana
If
because
it
it's fun as
can't
shit.
even cut
Can't cut
through
through
a
the
baseball
Right.
bat.
Well, because it's fun as shit and looks cool, and he got it out of an otaku prize. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but still, like, it should be able to go through the bat because it goes through people and shit like that.
Right.
But the fucking guy in the trailer is like blocking this fucking laser sword with a.
They've done that in like 3 other games.
Yeah,
It's just a
Well,
glitch.
the other two.
Just a glitch.
Right.
Please.
Right.
Not okay.
It's just a glitch.
Right.
It's alright.
But that's all we got for news. So unless any of you guys have anything else to bring up,
Fuck the police.
Batman for president.
No More Heroes.
We don't condone fucking the police.
I thought we don't condone misogyny.
Mm.
And fucking the police.
Speak for
have
yourself,
consensual sex with the police.
Wine 'em and dine 'em. Make a